Welcome. I am Dr. Elizabeth Plummer, and I am excited to share with you an introduction to the SAMR model. Now, this is one model that we can use to help us think about the ways we're using technology in our classroom. This model has 4 different levels: substitution, augmentation, modification, and redefinition. Let's start with substitution. In substitution, we do the same task with technology that we did on paper. Perhaps we had our students write an essay on paper, physically write an essay. Now we have our students type an essay. Perhaps we read a book on paper, a physical book, and now we read an electronic book or use an electronic textbook. We might have used a paper translator previously, and now we use an electronic translator. Or maybe we have our students have an in-class discussion, and in substitution, we now have an online discussion. We're just changing the medium our students are using. We're not changing the task. Our students are still doing the same task that they used to do on paper or in class, and now they're just doing it with technology. In augmentation, we're improving the task with the technology. So the technology is designed to help improve our task, which means that it changes a little bit. I like to bring different voices into my classroom through bringing in different sets of audio recordings and videos of different accents. This is improving the task. Rather than listening to me speak all of the time, students are able to hear a variety of different kinds of accents, different kinds of voice through improving and bringing in these audio recordings. Maybe my students will create an interactive quiz that provides them immediate feedback. This is improving the task. They're getting that immediate feedback. They're interacting with the quiz. It's not just simply completing the quiz and turning it in, but there's that interactive element. And then there's creating a presentation using a PowerPoint. With a PowerPoint, you can improve the task by creating a lot of different kinds of elements that makes your presentation more interesting and more dynamic, improving the task with the technology use. In modification, we're redesigning the task with technology. What might that look like? We might create a presentation that has dynamic content students can engage with, such as with a wiki page. So now they're not just looking at a static presentation, but it's a dynamic presentation that they can actually engage with. So we've now redesigned it to create elements that are allowing students to engage with the technology. Perhaps our students create a digital book report that has multimedia elements that they're able to put in audios and videos and pictures that's redesigning just a written book report into a dynamic element. Or maybe our students, instead of presenting in front of the class, they record a video or audio of their presentation and they analyze it using software. Something I really like to have my students do is use auto captioning features to help them analyze their pronunciation. In redefinition, we're creating new tasks that are impossible without technology. Perhaps we're creating podcasts, vlogs, or short films, having our students create podcasts, vlogs, or short films. This isn't possible without technology. Something that's becoming more possible these days is the ability to create an adaptive lesson that is personalized to each individual student. Now, we aren't able to do this without technology. We're not able to create personalized lessons for students that they can work in at their own pace. Or maybe we have our students create or use a language learning app to practice grammar, vocabulary, or other language elements. These are new tasks that our students didn't have without technology. Now, it's not really important to understand the specific differences between these 4 elements. What is important is that we're thinking about different ways that we're utilizing technologies in our classrooms to make our classrooms relevant and meaningful to our students so that they can engage in ways that are going to help them with improving their learning. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something and that you think about different ways that you might want to use technology in your classroom.